chunkies. Hello there, wonderful friends. It's Evelyn here with the gorgeous Luna and Lyra. Hello. We're coming to you today from a cozy bedroom wearing pajamas because it's freezing. Autumn, actually probably near winter, is here now in the Scottish Highlands. So this week I'm going to create something that was on my recent autumn sewing plans video, and for that I'm using this beautiful chunky sweater knit in this gorgeous dusky pink fabric. We're going to create one of these, a willow cardigan. Now this pattern is free from the incredible website Mood Society online. I'll pop details in the description box, my friends, but without further ado, because it's freezing, let's make a cardigan to wrap ourselves up with, because it's cold. Let's go, girls, let's go. Hello, hello, oh my goodness, it's Beagle Madness. Hello. Luna's just trying to go back to sleep. Ah, Beagle Madness. We can't spend the day in bed, Mummy's got sewing to do. Love you. How many takes does it take to get an intro with beagles? Let's get you want to lick your face. Do I need a bath? Thank you for that. Crazy critter. You my crazy critter. Oh, you purring. Yeah, look at that beagle purr going. Oh, you're molting your furs at my snoot. Yes, it does. It's at my snoot. Love you. Come on, let's go. Finally out of bed and time to get sewing, my friends, and the first thing was to print out and assemble that pattern and grab that gorgeous sweater knit fabric, and cutting out all of those pieces, helped of course by the gorgeous Lyra, who is sat on my fabric right here. In fact, she sat on my cardigan after I have sewn the first steps, which are joining the front bodice pieces and back bodice piece at the shoulder and side seams. Isn't she beautiful? Shoulder and side seam sewn, I popped it onto Betty, and well, yes, I was already in love with this cardigan even at this point. The next sewing step was to attach the collar all around the front open edge of that cardigan. And look at this. This is going to look absolutely gorgeous. I can just see it now. And this fabric, I love it. Collar sewn on and then flipped to the side, enclosing those raw edges inside the garment, and we have this. I absolutely love this design, and I can see many more willow cardigans in my sewing future. Now, that being said, my friends, I definitely need to make a few tweaks to the pattern and also to how I create this willow cardigan because, well, check this out. This is the piece for the cuff or the lower sleeve, and as you can see, it says cut 4. But check out this picture on the instructions on the website, friends. Clearly that piece should be cut on the fold, so I decided to, since I'd already cut out 4 of those pieces, to join them both along the top edge to give me the piece that I need. However, I joined the wrong edges. The piece should look like this. I'll pop it on the screen. So yeah, I fumbled this a little bit. So So friends, to solve this, I grabbed the 2 remaining pieces that thankfully I hadn't yet seamed together and created these simple cuffs that you can see on the screen now. And these will be gathered into those upper arm pieces, which creates the most gorgeous bishop sleeves. Have a look at this. Okay friends, so after about an hour and a half of sewing, this is what I've got. This willow cardigan is gorgeous and I love this fabric. Now, because of that issue with the upper sleeve piece and then me stitching it together wrong, the sleeves are now actually too short, or at least the upper sleeves are too short. And so friends, I'm going to correct myself here because it's not the upper sleeve that's too short at all, it's that cuff. However, I much prefer the style of this sleeve after this sewing faux pas than what would have been created, which would have been quite a long cuff at the end of this bishop sleeve, which is quite a shorter upper bishop sleeve. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Anyway, yes, it's the cuff, not the upper sleeve that's the issue. Let's go back to the video. So what I am going to do, I think, is roll this lower sleeve inside itself and then hand stitch it in place, because I feel like that is a really cute looking cuff. So, oh, here's Lena and Lyra. Hey monkeys! Come on in then. I know it's cold, isn't it? So, with that in mind though, the time that it's actually taken on this project is actually the time it took to print out and then put together the pattern. So if you want a really quick, snuggly creation, I highly recommend this. So quick to create. Obviously though, next time I create it, I need to work out that lower sleeve issue. But all that's needed is a hem. And then it'll be reveal time, my friends. That hem and hand stitching those cuffs in place were the only 2 tasks left to finish this gorgeous snuggly cardigan. And of course, in that task, I was joined by my beautiful girls, my Lena and my Lyra. But friends, without any further ado, yes, it's reveal time. Heads up friends, because you're about to get a sneaky peek at next week's project 2 in this reveal. So here we go. What a successful cuddly creation this cardigan turned out to be, my friends. And actually, it's an incredibly quick sew as well. The most time consuming thing? Printing out and assembling that PDF pattern. But friends, honestly, if you haven't checked out Mood Society online, which is a ton of free patterns by the incredible Mood Fabrics, yes, it's on my bucket list, my friends. I will get to New York Mood Fabrics one of these days. I highly recommend that you check the website out. There's a link in the description box. There is one thing that is a little bit awry with this cardigan, my friends. It needs a really good press because it's got a really wobbly hem. However, I'm not mad about it. It's actually looking quite cute. So, with that said, my friends, I definitely need to have a look at this pattern again, and I might extend that upper sleeve to create a longer bishop sleeve. But yes, I'm going to make many, many more of these willow cardigans. So, my friends, yes, you know the drill. Take care and stay safe, and I'll see you next time here on the Evelyn Adore channel. Bye, friends!